Yo, it's your boy Ash, and here we are for another episode of the RTG, Working Man's Road to Glory. That's right, guys, it's Friday night, the games are playing. What can I say? It's a good time. It's a good time, guys. Listen, we've got so much to go through today, but first of all, before we do anything, as always, let's just say a big warm welcome to all the new people. I say all the new people. We've got one extra person, and Mr. Iron Dale 22. What a legend. This guy's just signed up and used my referral link, so a massive shout out to you, matey. In fact, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We don't often do this, and maybe it's something we should start every time we get somebody new, as it's not as if, you know, we're not one of them YouTubers at this point where we're getting inundated with the amount of referrals. So as we are able to go one by one, what we're going to do is we're going to click on Irondale 22. We're going to have a quick look at your cards, matey. Let's just see what you were lucky enough to get with your starter pack, essentially. So we've got some bronzes. Well, I say bronzes, commons. I'm thinking of FIFA here, guys. Let's not go back to them days again. All right, so, I mean, I'm looking and I'm seeing some German League. I'm seeing MLS. What we got here? I'll be honest, I'm not too au fait with all the players you've got here. I mean, this guy, I can see Santiago Escobar and Alvaro Garcia. These two kind of ring a bell to me. Hilgers rings a bell to me. I'll be honest, no one else is sort of jumping out at the moment. Dejan Lovren, obviously we knew from Liverpool days, so and we know this one. Yeah, I'll be honest, my man. You unfortunately haven't been blessed with the best team there, but listen, we've all got to start somewhere, haven't we? We all can't have Ronaldo's and Messi's and Mbappe's and everything immediately. But listen, I just want to say again, just going back, thank you very much, Irondale22. It means a lot. Also, I do want to just say a massive shout out to these guys as well. Tesman1984, you've done your 5 cards. You've got us a reward. Amazing. And AJ501, as always, you were the first one. And Ancient Shadow, what a name. And you've got one as well. So we've got 3, guys. So 3 out of 30. We're rock and rolling. Alright, let's get straight into the video then. As always, let's just quickly remind all the people watching that this isn't financial advice. All I would ever say is that if you're going to use your own hard-earned cash and you've worked all week or month to get that money and you are putting money into this game, do a bit of research. Like anything, guys, it's common sense, you know. With this game, it's basically like, it's essentially like, how can I say it? How can we explain this? To make it simple, and this is how I do, because everyone, you'll probably find that the people who have been on this game a long time, so a lot of the people that are spending thousands, investing a lot of money, they will normally determine everything by ETH, something called Ethereum, which is just a currency, essentially like an online currency, just like sterling, euros, dollars. Now the problem you've got is that if ETH goes up, then when you want to go and buy money into the game, you may have more money essentially in the game, more sterling. So you get penny for your pound essentially, you know, when you compare the euro to the pound, what's the difference, you know? If ETH drops and you put £100 in the game, you're not going to get £100, you're going to get less. So essentially you want to sort of rise and fall when the ETH does. ETH at the moment is taking a bit of a nosedive, guys, so if you are putting money into the game, you know, all credits here, do it. Just bear in mind that it has dropped at this point, but like anything, this market, I've only been on a month and it's gone up and down, up and down. If you check the last video, you'll see yourself, was probably my worst ever week. In the last 4 weeks, that was my worst week in terms of how much money, and I was putting it all down to the fact that the players had bad games and everything. But I've done a bit of research just in terms of the ETH more than anything, because it was such a drop. And actually, I think a couple of the comments had mentioned it in the last video, so shout out to them, guys. Unfortunately, I don't have your... In fact, I'll tell you what, because I don't want to miss anybody out, I'm going to quickly just go on to my YouTube on my phone, and I'm just going to quickly tell you who it was. We had a few comments on here from Just So Rare, let's have a look. The big Adbowski, talking about Hoffenheim players. I'll be honest, guys, out of all the videos I've done, I think this is my 7th one now, this particular video was amazing. And what I kind of found funny is, ironic, is that the video was how I lost 50% of my profits in 1 week, which is kind of funny because at my demise, I got more comments. I mean, you know, bear in mind, these were great comments telling me about how ETH's dropping, about the Hoffenheim team, all the great things they were telling me, trying to help me, show me support, courage. So you know what? Big shout out to you guys. But I just find it, you know, kind of funny the fact that I was losing money on the game and you guys, you did come to my aid, but the fact that this got more traffic. In fact, I don't want to sort of bore you with stats, and you know we could do this another day. But I've only been on the YouTube for 4 weeks now, guys, and in the 4 weeks I've been there, I probably should have brought this up on the big screen, but we'll do it on my phone right now, and I'll kind of just advise you. I've got 39 subscribers. We're going to put that to one side. But if you look, my first video that I put on 4 weeks ago, it had 316 views up to date. The second video, 147. Third video, 96. Fourth video, 66 views. The fifth video, 67 views. Now, the last video that I just put up had 119 views. It's only been up 3 days, which I kind of find odd, the fact that it's basically in third place, probably soon to be in second place within a day or two. And it was actually about me losing money. So let's not make a habit of that, but I did find that a little bit hilarious. You've got to look at the funny side sometimes, aren't you? Anyway, guys, listen, I probably bored you enough, so listen, you know I like reading this out. Sorare.com/r/AshMann-88. One day I'm going to do that backwards for you guys. So this link, if you are new to it, click on the link, use it as a referral. If you do that and you go to here, the market, the cards, and you drop down, they've changed it slightly here, guys, which I'm not a fan of, like this new style of it, but you go into the cards, go on to limited, click limited there when it does load up, essentially, click limited. You can buy any 5 cards. Once you buy 5 cards, I will automatically get a free one as like a referral link. You will get a free one because you used my referral link. And what's great about that, and no one plugs this and they should, is that you don't just get a tier 3. You can get tier 3, tier 2, tier 1, or you can get a star. So you could literally get a player that's worth 50 pence or a player that's worth 500 or £1,000. You just don't know what you're going to get. So listen, if that's great, if I ever got a player, honestly, which I highly doubt, but that was worth 100, 200, 300 pounds and I got randomly on them, I assure you guys, whoever was the person to go ahead and get me that particular player, I would do some sort of handout, or I would help you financially. I would do something, because that you know, I'm not a greedy person, guys. If I can help you, I will. In fact, talking about giveaways, I don't want to make this a really long intro, but talking about giveaways, what we're going to do as well is, once I reach 100 subscribers, which seems a million miles away, we're only on 39, so it could be another month or two, but once we get 100, I am going to do a giveaway. It is a working man's road to glory, guys, so clearly, you know, I don't have thousands of pounds to kind of give away. The team's only worth £600-700 itself, but I am going to do a giveaway. I haven't thought about what to do yet, so if you've got ideas, drop it in the comments, something that you think maybe is creative, something like that, let me know, and I'm more than happy to do that. And maybe every time we get an extra 50 or 100 subscribers, we'll do a new giveaway. I'm more than happy to do that. So, with further ado, let's get straight into it. As you'll see in the last episode, I basically had no liquid money at all. It was full of Hoffenheim players waiting to go. Hoffenheim had a couple of things in terms of injuries and whatnot. A couple of the big players out. However, things turned around in the last couple of days. I actually put a couple of players on the market. I knew I said I wasn't going to do that, and I haven't put money into the game, guys, that I can assure you. But I did sell a couple of people, like, for example, this player here, De La Fuente, and I'm going to see if I can... De La Fuente... Let's see, hopefully, no, it's not going to bring it up, is it? Why? Because I'm an idiot and can't spell right now. So, offers, what is this? Offers received, it'll be offers received, won't it? So if I go to offers received and we have a quick look, surely De La Fuente is going to be here. There it is, Conrad, sorry, Conrad De La Fuente. So if I just put Conrad in, we should get this. It's a nice bit of business. I just want to sort of I'm proud of it, essentially. So, and I'm surprised that he even went at this price, but he did. I just wanted to basically show you where I paid for him here. AshMann-88, £55.54. And if we have a look now, I sold him, and I'm not going to do it right now, because in fact I'll do it for you. There we go. 1 year. In the 1 year that he's been going, the highest he ever got sold was the price that I just did, which was just over £80. So I made just shy of £30 profit on this player. So I sold him for 80. I sold another player, Geiger, for around about 30. In fact, I think it's here, the one that was accepted. I sold him for around about £32, and I also sold another player as well. But I have managed to keep my main players, and I won't be getting them unless obviously a price comes in that I can't refuse. Let's have a look at limited here, and you can see a couple of new additions as well. Now I went big, guys. I'm not going to lie. I know I said that I keep saying that I'm going to stick to this, and I am eventually going to keep sticking to the process of buy low, sell high. But I've been on 4 weeks, and as I said, it is a game at the end of the day. You do want to make money, but you also want to have a bit of fun. And I want to have a team that at least competes, and not competes where it might just hit a tier 3. Compete so that you know it probably will always hit a tier 3, and then potentially may get higher if all the players did well. And by doing that, it just means saying it gives me more of an incentive to play the game, because I feel like I'm getting a reward, and not just a common reward, but then also if I can have money to keep flipping cards, I'm going to do that. So I do want the best of both worlds. We just haven't found the right way of doing it yet, but we will. Now I've got Ferland Mendy, and the reason why I went for Ferland Mendy and Matt Hummels is I'm actually going to bring you something, and this is going to be new to the series, guys. In fact, if you want me to create a separate sort of series in regard to this, I'm more than happy to do that. These was for Champion Europe, not the week that's just completed, the week just gone before that, and these were the players that were in. Now these players, what I did was I went to Champion Europe, the top 20 that came in the top 20. I wrote down each player they had for the full 5 players, and then what I did that for the whole 20. And then what I did was I did a bit of a chart of which goalkeeper was used the most out of them 20 players, which defender was used the most, which midfielder, which forward, and I did a full list. And by the time I went through them 20 players, 20 managers, we found out that Thibaut Courtois was used 12 times out of the 20 managers. So that's massive, over 50, nearly 55, 60%, whatever the maths is there. We can quite clearly see what he costs as well, £1,193, so nearly £1,200. We went to the defenders and we saw that David Alaba was used 12 times, which was £220. We've seen Casemiro used 11 times, £434, and the striker, which was a surprise to me, Karim Benzema. And then if you look at, there's 5 players essentially, so once you pick them 4, you need a 5th player. The ones that were getting used the most, if you look how small the list is for goalkeeper and midfielder, but look how big the list is for defender and striker, quite clearly the 5th player, most of the time, if not nearly all the time, is either going to be an extra defender or an extra striker, just because they're either going to keep a clean sheet or they're going to score or assist. So generally they're going to get you maximum points. So even if you said for your 5th player you're going to go for a Lionel Messi at £992, or you're going to go for a Vinicius Junior at £886. Quite clearly these were used 6 times, 5 times, and for the defenders used Upamecano 3 times, and Ferland Mendy was used twice. So it kind of puts in perspective, if you want a team that will, I said top 20, but in reality the top 10, to make the top 10 and get yourself a star player like week in, week out, this isn't perfect science because some of these players could get injured, but I'm just giving you, where's my phone, I'm just going to do a quick maths, and I just want you to see how much it would financially cost you to actually come away with rewards week in, week out. How much money do you actually, you know when people say, oh, you can start the game for free, you can, but if you actually want to compete at a good level, getting tier 1 all-stars week in, week out, making actual, major money from the game, let's do a quick maths here. Thibaut Courtois, 1193. I'll keep this on the screen right now, so if you say, well, actually, I want to choose certain players, I can publish this, guys, on my Facebook group, which I've just started. Just type in on Facebook, Sorare for the working man. It's exactly the same as the YouTube. Go on there, and what I'm going to do is publish this as well, so you can actually have a look at what I've done, and you can sort of pick that apart and create your own teams. So this is what I've done. So 1193. Defender, David Alaba was used 12 times, so quite clearly he's consistent with the big boys who have money on the game. So we go plus £220. That brings up £1,413. Midfielder, let's go Casemiro, £434, so plus £434 equals 1847. Striker, Karim Benzema, 670, so plus £670, £2,500, 2.5k. Now, I'm not going to choose Lionel Messi because he's £992. I'm going to actually choose a defender because he's half the price and he still was used, he was in second place. So I'm going to go Upamecano, £427 plus 427 equals 2.9k, so £2,944. We're going to round it to say 3,000. Now these prices that I did a few days ago. However, just before I made this video, I literally went through every single player and I did the prices based upon right now, this second. I can assure you that that team that was 2.9k that I just read out was actually around about 2.7k, 2.75k. So in the last couple of days, then players have gone up by cumulatively, all five have gone up between £100 to £200 each, altogether. Now, what I thought is, well, how can I make a team that is it's sort of half budget, but having a couple of nice players in there? Now, I can't go for any of these goalkeepers, I'll be honest. Look at this. I mean, except for Manuel Raymond, that was £138. Every player here, except for the big one, it's 300, 300, 400, 400, nearly 300. So you could choose a Manuel Raymond, which we're going to do the price for. Defender, let's have a look. I mean, yes, you could go for Hamari Traore, 33 quid, but he was used one time. Let's go for a play that's maybe in the top 5. So I went for Ferland Mendy at £111 and Matt Hummels at 98. I actually got these players cheaper than these prices. So it actually cost me around £200 as opposed to like £220 that it would probably cost you now. So Ferland Mendy, Matt Hummels. There's two big boys straight away. Midfield, I mean, Casemiro, but if you're going for a play that was used, let's say, I mean, he's 243, Marco Reus, 292, Danny Pereira, Luka Modric, 136, and he was used 3 times out the top big boys, 136 quid. So I'm going to give you a cost right now based upon this specific list. And a striker, you can't go for any of these. Let's go for someone that's reasonable. For example, Munian, I want to say. So that's 153. So let's do the maths. If you want to go for the cheapest team that you can find on this list, let's go for, well, not the cheapest, but like sort of it's competitive, but not the absolute lowest. Otherwise, we'll be going for someone like John Brooks or Hamari Traore. I'm on about someone sort of midway. So we're going to go for Manuel Raymond, £138. So 138 plus, and bear in mind these prices were just done in the last sort of half an hour. £138 plus. Let's choose the plays that I went for because I generally think they were both in sort of the top 4, top 5. So Ferland Mendy, so plus £111 plus Matt Hummels £98. Up to now it's £347, and that's 3 of the players done. Midfield, we're going to go for Luka Modric. Bear in mind, this guy's like 37 years old in real life, so I think he's got one more season. He signed as an extension, so at the end of next season, he's gone. So if you're going to buy him, you could buy him now and sell him at the start of the next season when his price inflates or something. So plus 347 plus Luka Modric at 136. Now we're at £483 plus. Let's get a striker. Let's not go stupid. Let's go Munian, which is 153. So plus 153, 630. Well, that's probably backwards, but yeah, £636. So compare the price that we had, which you probably will get the video now. I think I said it was 2.9k in total or something, or did I say 2,500, 3,000? We'll have to go back to the video. £2,500, £3,000, or that one was just over £600. So I mean, it's like a quarter of the price. And will that get you a star reward? No. Will it get you in tier 1? It might get you in tier 1, but it's probably always going to get you around tier 3, tier 2 upwards. So again, that just shows you guys, when people actually say the reality of how much will it cost you on this game, bear in mind this is Europe prices. If you want to challenger prices, MLS prices, Asia prices, it might be completely different to what I've just read. I'm assuming it will be way, way cheaper than what I've just read out there, but I'm giving you sort of a top end price. People are putting in £2,500, £3,000 just to consistently come in the top 10, top 20 every single week, week in, week out. Players that go in Champions League, Europa, they play the whole thing. If you've got a budget of £500 or £1,000 but you want to compete, you can realistically, even now with the prices slightly inflated, you can get for around 600 to 700 quid. If you waited until then prices dipped. You probably could get this between £500 to maybe £600 is realistic, and you could actually get a team that literally can compete. So that's really the prices you're looking at. I have spent a bit of time on that, but if you are happy with something like this, and we can condense it, instead of doing the top 20, we'll just do the top 10, and I'll literally just choose from the limited, because that's what I'm doing, common limited, go to the limited stack, do the All-Star, do the Europe, Champion Europe, the Challenger, if the MLS Asia, whatever's on, the minors, whatever, I'll do that and just do the top 10 and create this list, all 5. And if you want me to create a separate YouTube, like same YouTube channel, but I'll just do a separate video maybe once every week where I just go onto the limited, I write down the top 10, and we just go through this for each one. I'm more than happy to do that as well. So, and all this will be published always on the Facebook, so do sign into that as well. The club's at £683. I've got around £42. It's around £720 in the club. So we are rocking and rolling at this point. In terms of where we are for teams, the team I submitted, I mean, the reward, let's start with the reward. The reward I got just now for the game, for the rewards we got today, when it loads up, is this player here, Pedro Galesa, which I'm so happy with. And why? He's just a goalkeeper. Would I probably use him? No. I mean, he's brilliant, but I've got Alisson. But what it helps is in your training, when you want to build a team, even if you've got a defender, midfielder, striker, and an extra player, but you don't have a goalkeeper, you're shafted, aren't you? Because you can't then submit. So I've got, at this point now, I've got like 3 training teams. I want to create a 4th, but I ain't got a goalkeeper. So for me, having this guy is absolutely spot on. So I'm very, very happy with that. Now, in terms of the team that I've submitted, we're going to have a little look. For the common team, which is a bit, unlike me, but where we're at with the common team at this point is, because I normally, you guys, I don't even fixate on it, we always have a Liverpool stack we just put in, but I've got Unai Simon, I've got Nico Williams, Lucas Biglia, Edin Dzeko and Anton Stack. I'm not even going to entertain you who they're playing because, guys, if I get, out of that, tier 1 star, tier 2, I'm not really too fussed. Obviously, when I put my Liverpool squad in, I always like to know who they're playing. Champion Europe, though, 775. This is live right now. I was actually watching the first half of the Offenheim, and I'm missing the second half. So we'll be wrapping this up sooner rather than later. But where are we? I don't even know myself. I'm not even checking. So let's go. Oh, are you joking, man? When I was watching it, Stuttgart, to say they were second from bottom, I thought this is going to be a walkover, man. I thought we're going to get maximum points here. Babu hasn't been scoring of late, and we've had a couple of clean sheets. And I've become a bit of a Hoffenheim, fan now. Actually, watching them, enjoying. I think they're an exciting team. But the first half I've just watched was absolutely abysmal. They were just giving away possession. I'm thinking, what are you doing, seriously? So that doesn't surprise me that 1-0 down. It's just frustrating the fact that the first week I actually put in Matt Hummels and Ferland Mendy, and I did pick this guy up for around £55. I probably will sell him straight away. The reason why I just picked him up is because Ibrahima Sissoko, which is the player that I got for midfield, he didn't play. He did play the last game, but he came on for a little bit towards the end, and I'm not too sure. I didn't really do my research, and was he injured? Was it because he was out of form? I think he has been out of form, so I just picked this guy up because he's getting every week around 50 to 60 points, week in, week out. So I just thought I would just want someone that's reliable for this week, and I'll probably just sell him straight afterwards. He's not actually playing to the 27th, so a couple of days. Hummels isn't playing for, well, a couple of days. Ferland Mendy, Real Madrid, aren't playing until tomorrow, but the ones that are playing now is Oliver Baumann and Elias Babu for strikers. So I really need these guys to turn it up. Let's get at least a draw or a 2-1 win, and let's get Babu on the scoring sheet. And really, guys, I mean, I think there's around 600 rewards in the pool. Normally it's around 550, it's around 6 or something, 650. So there's actually more. I'm only at 785, so I'm actually out. I'm not getting reward as it stands, but we still have 3 players still to play, and these 2 may turn it around in the last 20 minutes, 30 minutes of the match. So fingers crossed, guys, we should. And that's all I want. I just want to bring you entertainment. I want to have a bit of fun, but I also want to be able to bring up a video, not just say, all right, guys, I've got a common, I've got a Liverpool stack. I want to be able to actually give you a potential limited reward week in, week out. And so it's finding that balance of trying to make money on the game, trying to give you guys something actually to watch instead of the same stuff. So, I'm just trying to find the right balance. But yeah, that's where we're at the moment, guys. So I've started the Facebook page. As I said, just type in Facebook, Sorare for the working man. If you think, guys, I should, in order to sort of like help me with my sort of you know, with the whole YouTube, Facebook, and trying to get a base of a platform, if you think that it's a good idea for me to change it to some like Sorare tips, tricks, and stuff, you know, give me an idea. I say I'm new to all this, so literally every bit of feedback you give me, honestly, it doesn't fall on deaf ears. Everything you say, I literally will listen to, and if I can implement it, I will, and if I can't, I'll just tell you on the video that I can. So I did say I was going to bring up a video on what I use. I am going to do that, guys. I think the fact that I've just got a couple of new players, the fact that it's the first time I'm ever entering a Champion Euro match sort of competition where I'm actually feeling, well, actually, you know what, for the very first time, I think I can actually hit some rewards. So yeah, I'm very excited, guys. But we're going to wrap it up there, and as I say to you, as always, honestly, you know, much love from me to you. It really means a massive amount to me, the fact that even the last video was my first week where I probably my energy levels had dipped, which is completely abnormal to me. I'm normally quite a, you know, energetic person, guys, but you did really help me bounce back by being supportive, giving me loads of love and stuff, so that's amazing. As I said, we've got a brand new person joining there, which is Irondale22. We've got 3 to the list of legends, and hopefully we want to get 30. When I do get that 30th person join and officially get the link, we will do an actual pool just for the top 30 people, and it will be a big one, because when I get that unique, whatever I get, a certain percentage, I'm going to choose whoever was in that first 30, and I'm going to give them something from it. Again, I'm about giving some rewards and stuff, guys. You know, I'm not being selfish trying to take all the money. If I get something, we're going to reinvest. I'll probably take a little bit of money out for myself, but I'm also going to give out a nice reward, a real nice reward for you guys, so you can actually have something from me to you. Alright, so we're going to wrap it up. Sorare.com/r/AshMann-88. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, guys. And if you like this video, put a big thumbs up. Love you all. Peace out. Ash.